Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this bracelet, the honey bracelet, but on one loom. For this bracelet, you're going to need basically the same amount of rubber bands that you need for the 2-loom version. So that's 63 of your background color, plus 6 yellow for the bees, 58 black for the border and the little dividing sections and part of the bee, and then 7 to 12 black for your extension, and of course a C-clip. So let's get started. You're going to need a loom with movable rows because you will be swapping rows in this bracelet. So if you have like a crazy loom or banda loom or a loom where you can't move the rows or take them off, then you can't make this, and there's no way around this, so I cannot do a version for those looms. So you go down to the bottom and you make sort of basically half of your bracelet. Let me just check something for a moment. Okay. Two bands diagonal, 2 bands up, and then 2 bands diagonal the other direction. Like that. And then you repeat this 2 more times. Actually, before that, actually, no, wait, keep going, sorry. Like that. Now you go back down to the bottom and you put 1 band here, 1 black band, and then 1 band leading down to the center. Like that. So it just makes a line down the first row. And then you repeat this for the other 2 half circles. Like that. Now you repeat this, but to the diagonal right here. So you go and you do an outside band first here at the bottom corner, and then you do one going in towards the center. And then repeat this here. And then once more. Like that. And now, like the 2-loom version, you place your bursts or your honeycombs or your flowers or whatever you call them. These triple sections here. But before you do that, I forgot to add again that you need to put your bees on. So you only put bees on a few of these right now because you're going to be doing a bee on this diagonal on one of them later when you do the other half. So you only put on 2 bees now. So you take off one of your center bands, I believe. Actually, need to check again, sorry. Yes, indeed. Okay. Take off one of these center bands, like say this one first. And then take your hook, take a yellow band, and triple loop it. So there's 3 loops on your hook. And then you triple loop a black. And then you triple loop another yellow. So that makes a bee. And then you take a rubber band and then pull this all onto your rubber band. You can do it piece by piece if you want, or you can just push the whole thing on there. I do it piece by piece. Like that. And now go down to the bottom again, and then put it back where it used to be. No pun intended. Like that. And now you go up one more, and this is the last bee that you'll be placing for this half of your bracelet. So you just pull that there for now, and then take this black one off, and then hold on to it. And then you make another bee on your hook. Like that. And then on this one, we will be placing the bee on this diagonal once we get to that part. So don't do it now, do it later. Now you go down to the bottom again, and you place your first half of your burst here and your entire burst here. So, you take your first color for your burst. I'm using varying degrees of pink. Place it like this, and then you take your other color, place it like this, and then you make a starburst going all the way around. Like that. And then in the center of all this, you place a cap band. And then you repeat this here, but instead you go for this one, the bottom one, and then you go back up again. And you're going to do the other part of the burst when we do the other side. So you take your first color, and you can mix up your colors or leave them in the same order. It really depends on your opinion. I'm going to keep them in the same order for instructional purposes. And then in the middle, you put your cap band. And then you go up the loom and you repeat this. And now at the top, place a cap band, and then flip your loom and start looping. So you loop these bursts like always. You go under the cap band. Even with this new hook, I'm not very good at looping on camera. Go underneath this cap band, grab the top band underneath it, which happens to be this pink, and then pull it downward. And then you pull the next one on the top, here, and then repeat this process for the rest of the burst. Like that. And then you do the same with this half burst. Take the top one, which is the bottom band, and pull it downward. And then you take the new top one, which is the top band, pull it up, and then pull this next one up left, and this next one bottom left. Like that. And then repeat this process up your loom. like that. Now you go back down to the bottom, and we're going to loop this diagonal row, but not the one going downward. You leave it alone. So, you go under these pinks here, grab the top black, pull it here, and then go under this one, and you pull it here, like that. Then you repeat this up the loom. Now, when you go back down to the bottom, going to go underneath this cap band. Now you are going to pull on one of these bands here, but you're not going to loop it. You're just going to pull it off and then drop it, like that. So it just hangs here, chilling, doing nothing. And then you do that with this black band as well, and this one up here. So you go underneath this pink, and you grab the black band, it should be on top, take it off and just release it, and then pull it. So it's just hanging there, a loose loop. And then you do it once more up here. Like that. And now, just snip this in. You start looping your bracelet, your border. So you go under this cap band, grab the band and pull it here. Then you go underneath all these, grab the bottom black and pull it here. And then you go up. And this is just like looping any border on a bracelet. Now, do not pull your entire bracelet off the loom. I will show you a specific way you are to pull the bracelet off. So this third row here, you pull all of your bands off of the third row, just the third row right now. Or first row, I guess. Now, you just pull off your second row and make sure none of the bands on the first row come off at all. Don't let them come off. You may even just want to hold your finger on here for now. Like that. So the only bands remaining should be on the one row. Now you may want to flip your loom for this. just completely take off this row and set it aside. Like that. And then take this row on the other side, switch it around so that it's in the same place where the other row was. Press it in. Now take this row and then press it in here. Like that. And now you start placing your bands for the other half of your bracelet. But you're going to be doing this a little different. First you go underneath all these bands, you take a black, and then you pull it through. Place it on the top of these peg, and then pull underneath this black band, and then release it. So it's as if you took off all these bands and then just placed it under and then put them back on, but in a much easier method. And then you continue making your half a circle. This time going the other way. Now, again, you're going to have to do the underneath method. So you go under all these bands this time. You take a black, pull it through, place it on top of the peg, go under all these bands, grab the bottom black of the black, and then just pull it so it releases itself and makes itself separate. And then you continue this method until you finish your outer borders. You have to might want to set the other end on here. Now don't pull too hard or else you might break your band. Just pull gently enough, but until it releases. Like that. And now, since you have these black bands just hanging in there, you gotta put them back up. So you go underneath, actually just go underneath, oh, gosh. Okay, you go underneath this one, pick up your black, and pull it through and up, and then do the same method of pulling the band so that it's not caught in the other ones. Like that, so it just separate lays and they're all by itself. And then you do this on the other ones. So you go underneath this cluster of pink and black rubber bands, not these two for the border, you just ignore them like they're not even there. Go underneath this black and pink, grab this black one, pull it around, lace it, and then use the underneath method of pulling to pull it out separately. And then do the same with this last one. Like that. Okay, now that we've done all that, it is time to put our second diagonal on your bracelet, so that should be done like that. And so we go back down to the bottom, and then place your first black here, and then the second one you're going to have to go under the bands again. So you take your hook, go underneath all the pink bands and ignore the black one, don't do anything with it. Take a black, pull it through, place it on top like the last times. Put this end on the other peg, and then gently pull so that it's released like that. And then you do this on your other two circles. And then you go underneath all these pinks, but not the black, you just ignore the black. And then you grab your new band. Probably want to put it on this peg first. Come here. Come here, rubber band. Come here. Rubber bands don't like me today, I guess. Then just pull it through. Put it on the top. Like that. And then you go underneath and pull on the black band again. And then repeat this one more time, but on this one, since we didn't place the B last time, we're going to have to make another B and place it. So, the B is on the inside, so you place this band here first. And with the B, this next part is going to be a little tricky, but I think the best way to go about doing it is to go underneath all these pink bands like usual, not the black. That part came off, there we go. And then you grab your black band, put it on the top of the peg, and then you pull on it again to make it go underneath. Like that. And now we're going to have to put the B on this inner little band here. So, I think the best way to do this would be to make a B on the hook like usual. But then, grab this band like that, so that you're pulling on it like this. And then you put your first yellow on. Oop. Put your black on, and then your other yellow, and and then you carefully, ever so carefully, place it back on the peg like that. And now we have to finish the other half of this starburst here and add another one here. So I think first we should add the full starburst, so this one right here. It'll be easier for me for demonstration purposes. So you place your first band here, and then you place your second band here-ish. And then you keep going in a circle, like you usually do. I just need to check my bands, like see which ones I did again in what order. This one here, and then this one. Then you repeat that. Now we have to complete the other half of the starburst right here. So you take your first band that's going to go from here to here, so this rounded sparkly band, and you go underneath the cap band, grab it, place it on this peg first, and then pull it through. Put it on top of the peg, and this one will take a little less pulling, and make sure it goes on the bottom like that. And then you do it with the other band. Same process. Don't go underneath the other pink, just leave it alone like it's not even there. Grab this one, put it on top. You don't even really need to pull it, you just need to lift this cap band above it, like that. And then you repeat this 2 more times. Like that. Now you flip your loom, and you loom the second half of your bracelet. So you make the full starburst, as usual, bottom band first, and then going in a circle, counterclockwise. Now you loop the other half of your starburst. Really simple. You just take the bottom one first, put it here, then you take the other one and put it here. And then do this for the other two. And now you go back down to the bottom, and okay. Then you go underneath all these pinks, grab the top black to pull it to the side. Okay, grab the white one, good. And then go underneath all these, grab the black, and pull it to the side, like that. And then repeat this, doing the side diagonal for the other two. Now you go back down to the bottom, and you have to loop this bottom row that I've kept waiting for so long. So it's going to be rather tricky looping this one. You got to grab the side of the black right here, side of the black, and then pull it through and around the peg of this black. Go around the peg like that, and then gently pull it around to the bottom. Like that. Now do it very gently or else your band might break. Now you go underneath all these again, grab the side of the black, pull it through and around the peg down to the bottom. And then repeat this for the other bands. And just ignore the B on this one. And then after you loop all those, you loop the border and then you'll be finished with your bracelet. So you go under all these bands, grab the very bottom black, pull it to the side, and then just loop this normally, like any old border. And grab the very bottom black, pull it to the side, and then loop normally. Like that. And just making sure I got everything. Honestly, make sure everything's looped right so it won't fall apart when I take it off. Now you go underneath all of these bands, take a black, and then pull it through, and then pull this off the loop. Yes, it worked. Not to alarm you guys or anything, but I haven't done that on one loom until now. Honestly, I just had a sheet of plans, very cryptically doodled out right here. And just now is the very first time I've ever made this bracelet on one loom. So if I've done it on one loom just the first time and made a video for you while just bumbling through it, quiet phone, then I'm pretty sure you can do it too. And you don't have the pressure of having to redo the whole entire video if you messed up. So now you loop on your extension. It's like your pilot admitting to you that he only had like 6 hours of sleep. But that barely ever happens. And then you clip it. Find the other end. And then clip this. And there's your bracelet. And I'm pretty sure it's almost the exact same thing as the 2-loom versions. Indeed it is. Except the bees might be a little differently placed, but very, very similar. And I hope you enjoyed. Bye.